Hi folks, Eric Lamoureux here for yet another small tutorial for fantasy grounds using Savage Worlds rule set. So it's been a while since my last tutorial, and I think last week or a couple weeks ago someone asked about the wild die, how to change it. I mean, if you've used it before, you know that every time you make a trait test, it also rolls the wild die along with your attribute or skill, right, like so. And I'm pimping out a newly released Weird Wars Rome by my buddy Perry. Very nice. You got all this. All right. So there are many reasons why you might want to change the wild die. Game like Suzerain at heroic level rank, you get a D8 as your default wild die instead of the D6. So check this out on your character sheet. So both the player and the GM can change that, but well, I mean on the player sheet and on the NPC sheet, and I'll show that in a little bit. So you've got this icon here, Smiling Jacks. When it's colored like this, it means you're a wild card. Right. If you right click on it, it brings up dial menu, and then you have the option of turning this off. So essentially turning a wild card into a extra. So if now I click fighting, it only rolls the fighting die, no more wild die. Reason why you want to do that, I don't know, but the option is there. Maybe if you don't like, you want an ally and you don't want to use an NPC sheet, you could do that. So anyway, I'll put it back on there. Alright, so now I'm going to right click again on that icon, and right here it says set default wild die. So if I click on that, then I can choose which one I want. Let's say I want a D8 across the board. So I'm going to roll my fighting. Now it rolls 2 D8. The D8 for fighting, and your D8 wild die. And over here you see that it's been changed. So let's try a D12. And I like a D12 on my wild die all the time when I play, huh? Alright, so let's try this one here. There you go, and it turns out I rolled a 1, so not as effective as I would have liked. So I'm going to set it back to 6 default. But now I know for Hellfrost, you've got the spell finesse edge that allows you to change the wild die for one particular spell. So let's just give this a go here. I'm just going to create a whatever power. It's going to be called a whatever power. Alright. And I'm going to put spell casting here. I'm going to give it a D8. Alright, it's decent spellcaster. So I'm casting a whatever spell, and it's rolling a D8 for my spell casting and D6 wild die. But let's say I've got the spell finesse edge and I want to change that. So what I'm going to do is hold down Alt on my keyboard, and I want to give it a D10. I think it's D8, but let's just pick that one. And you see how the icon to cast that spell, there's a little looks like a plus. Yeah, there's a plus sign there. Now I'm going to drop this on top of the icon. and now it says D10 right here. Okay. So I'm going to cast that spell again, and now it's throwing a D10 as my wild die. So that's how you can change that. You can do that for anything out. Now I got a D8 wild die for my agility, or I can do it for a skill, D12 and stealth. There we go. Damn, 34. Ninja. Alright, so this is how you change it. You can change it for your skills, attributes, powers, and attacks too. Some settings might allow you to change that. So okay, so that's how you do it with your character sheet, but you can do the same thing with an NPC. Again, right click, set default wild die, D8, and then attacks. There we go. It's rolling a D8 every time. Alright, and same thing. I can grab, let's change it back, 6, grab a D10, and when he attacks with his dagger, he gets a D10 wild die. So there you go. If you have any suggestions, if there's some stuff you don't know how to do and would like to know how, hopefully I know how. So ask ahead, subscribe to my channel if you want these videos to be notified automatically when these go out. And until then, have fun gaming and keep it savage.